Hello, I'm Lama Döndrup Drolma, the Resident Lama of Sukhasiddhi Foundation, and I'm honored to be offering a guided meditation on green Tara. This is a practice that you can use to help you to recognize your innate wisdom and compassion, to help you access the divine feminine that's innate to your being. So we'll begin by finding a way to sit that allows you to be alert yet relaxed. And we'll settle in by taking several breaths. On the inhalation, you can breathe loving kindness into every cell of the body. And on the exhalation, relax into the body, letting go of any thoughts, any concerns. Letting go into the present moment. Appreciating the preciousness of the time we have to engage with Tara. And we begin by chanting a prayer of refuge 3 times. And so with this prayer, we place our confidence in the Buddha, or you can think of it of placing confidence in your Buddha nature, that which you know to be true for yourself. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Noble Sangha. By the merit of my acts of generosity and other awakening qualities, may I attain full awakening for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Noble Sangha. By the merit of my acts of generosity and other awakening qualities, may I attain full awakening for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Noble Sangha. By the merit of my acts of generosity and other awakening qualities, may I attain full awakening for the benefit of all beings. And when you're ready, you can allow your eyes to open. So we do this practice with our eyes open, directing your gaze slightly upwards towards the space in front of you. And opening to that sense of space, the boundlessness of awareness. That's panoramic, that's not blocked by the walls of your space, or the ceiling above you, or the floor beneath you. And opening with a sense of receptivity. And then visualize in the sky in front of you that unconditioned compassion emerges and appears in the form of a fully blossomed lotus, on top of which rests a disk of the moon, and above that a green seed syllable tom. If you're not familiar with the seed syllable tom, you can visualize a tiny sphere of brilliant light. And this tom, or the sphere of light, radiates in all directions. This is the very essence of Tara's wisdom and compassion. And then visualize that tom or that sphere of light instantly transforms into green Tara. Compassion manifesting in a form of light that's blue-green in color, the color of a clear alpine lake. As she sits atop this lotus and moon disk, her left leg is drawn in close and her right leg is slightly extended as she's ready to leap up the moment we call upon her. She's adorned with silks as a lower garment and an upper garment. Her right hand rests in the mudra of generosity on her right knee, palm facing upwards. And her left hand is held at her heart center. And between her thumb and ring finger, she's holding the stem of a blue lotus, which is blossoming at her left ear. Her arms are adorned with golden and jeweled bangles at her wrists and at her elbows. Her ankles are also adorned with golden and jeweled bangles. She wears 3 necklaces, short, medium, and long. Her elongated earlobes are adorned with golden earrings. Her black hair is partially drawn up into a top knot, and the rest flows down her back and shoulders. She wears the crown of the 5 Buddha families, golden with 5 jewels of different colors. Above her top knot rests Amitabha, the red Buddha of limitless light. Her back is supported by a vertical disk of the moon. And she looks upon you and all beings with unconditioned, unbiased compassion. She appears like a rainbow, vivid, radiant, yet intangible. Take a moment to take in this embodiment of compassion in a feminine form. And then visualize that rainbow-colored light radiates out from your heart in all directions. And this light completely purifies the entire world, including your surroundings. Simultaneously, this light makes offerings to all of the awakened ones and invokes green Tara's wisdom and compassion. We call upon her to merge with our visualization. So in response to this invocation, many forms of green Tara begin to rain down of all different sizes, like snowflakes in a blizzard. They all begin to rain down and dissolve into this visualization of Tara that you've created, or that has emerged in the sky in front of you. Dissolving into this image of Tara, and as this takes place, this visualization is empowered and Tara radiates even more brilliantly. And we can have complete confidence that Tara's awakened body, speech, and mind is present in the sky in front of us. Her mind is inseparable with the mind of all your teachers, with the mind of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, inseparable with your mind. Take a moment to connect with Tara, to feel the radiance of her compassion. And now recognize that light is beginning to radiate from her heart as her mantra, her wisdom and compassion arising as sacred sound begins to emanate from her heart as light and vibration. And her mantra is naturally sounding Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Svaha. And we can connect with Tara by joining our voice with this mantra. And as you chant the mantra, you want it to be audible to some degree. It doesn't need to be loud, but you want some air coming over, or breath coming over your vocal cords as you chant the mantra, which we'll do briefly. And as you chant the mantra, feel yourself coming into resonance with Tara. Feel your ordinary speech being purified. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Svaha. 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 So you can continue chanting the mantra. And as you're chanting the mantra, visualize that a stream of wisdom, awareness, nectar begins to flow from Tara's right hand, which is resting on the mudra of generosity on her right knee. This awareness, wisdom, awareness, nectar is like a river of blue-green liquid light. And this flows from her open right hand into the crown of your head, moving down your central channel and throughout your body, completely removing all fear, bringing protection, removing all obstacles and obscurations, all that keeps you from recognizing your innate, true nature. And this nectar also transmits Tara's blessing, her awakened awareness to you. So we'll visualize this as we continue to chant the mantra. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Svaha. 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 So you can also be making prayers to Tara as you chant the mantra, allowing yourself to open to her blessing. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Svaha. 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 So now, as we've been connecting with Tara's awakened body, speech, and mind, the obscurations or the veils that keep us from recognizing ourselves to be inseparable with her begin to thin. And she dissolves into light, and that light descends and enters the crown of your head, descends down your central channel, arriving in your heart center. When it arrives in your heart center, that light begins to radiate out in all directions, completely illuminating your ordinary form of flesh and blood, revealing it to be a body of light. You are green Tara. Your body is a body of light, extremely subtle. You're sitting on a fully blossomed lotus and moon disk. Your blue-green body of light radiates compassion. You are compassion manifesting in form. Your left leg is drawn in close, your right leg is slightly extended. You're adorned with silks and jewels, your awakened qualities manifesting as ornaments. Your right hand rests in the mudra of generosity on your right knee, and your left hand is held at your heart center. And between your thumb and ring finger of your left hand, you're holding the stem of a blue lotus, which is blossoming at your left ear. Your black hair is partially bound in a top knot. The rest cascades down your back and shoulders. You're wearing the crown of the 5 Buddha families, as you have recognized the 5 disturbing emotions to be the 5 wisdoms. The red Buddha of limitless light, Amitabha, rests above your top knot. Your back is supported by a disk of the moon, and with your 2 eyes you look upon all beings with compassion that radiates from you unconditionally. And we'll continue to chant the mantra, which is naturally arising from your heart center and radiating out in all directions. As we chant the mantra, light radiates from your heart, sending compassion, joy, loving kindness, strength, and equanimity to all beings. Om Tare Tu Re Swaha. 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 Continue to chant the mantra. As you're doing so, radiating Tara's blessings to all beings. Let go of all concepts of space and time, knowing that her blessings are reaching all beings instantly. Om Tare Tu Re Swaha. 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 And allow the mantra to come to silence. Taking a moment to experience yourself arising as Tara, your true nature manifest, feeling the impact of having chanted her mantra. And then we gradually dissolve the visualization. So you can visualize that light radiates out from your heart. And all of existence dissolves into light and dissolves into all beings who are also arising as Tara. And then all those beings arising as Tara begin to dissolve into light, moving from those furthest away to those closest towards you, and all of this light dissolves into Amitabha above the crown of your head. And then Amitabha dissolves into you. And then you begin to dissolve into light from the lotus beneath you, moving upwards towards your heart center, and from your top knot dissolving into light, moving downwards towards your heart center, until just a tiny sphere of blue-green light remains in your heart center. This tiny sphere of light is your mind arising inseparably with Tara's mind, utterly brilliant and radiant, the very essence of your true nature. And then that light gets smaller and smaller until it dissolves into the openness of boundless awareness. And we rest our minds there in their natural state for a moment. And then in an instant you re-arise as green Tara. Your body appears like a rainbow made of blue-green light. You're adorned with all of your awakened qualities. You are compassion manifesting in form. The divine feminine fully manifest. And then we share the benefit that has come from doing this practice with all beings so that they may recognize their true nature. And we do this by chanting this refuge or this dedication prayer. Through this goodness, may awakening spontaneously arise in our streams of being. May all obscurations and distortions fall away. May all beings be liberated from suffering and the stormy waves of birth, sickness, old age, and